Paige VanZant has learned to never say never. Part of that philosophy comes from a lucrative, multi-fight deal to compete in bare-knuckle boxing, which she signed to join the BKFC roster after completing her most recent contract with the UFC. A few years ago, bare-knuckle competition was essentially outlawed in the United States. BKFC not only managed to work with state legislators to legalize the sport, but the promotion managed to become a real player in the combat sports space in a very short period of time. Now just days away from BKFC's KnuckleMania pay-per-view, VanZant is incredibly excited for her debut. She knows trading in her gloves for a bare-knuckle fight doesn't mean she's done with MMA forever. If you'd have asked me 2 years ago if the door was ever open to bare-knuckle boxing, I would have said no, VanZant told MMA Fighting. Now in this moment in my life, being only 26, I have to say yeah, the door is still open. Of course, I'm training at one of the best MMA gyms in the entire world. I have amazing teammates and training partners. Of course the door is open. It's hard for me to put that away because I am still so passionate about it. But at this moment in my life, I'm 100% just focused on boxing, and who knows? Maybe I'll go back into MMA, but maybe I'll just stay in boxing. I am having a lot of fun doing this, but I have a lot time to fight being only 26. Days away from competing in bare-knuckle competition for the first time, the former UFC strawweight and flyweight has really enjoyed putting her full attention on boxing these past few months while still dabbling in MMA training on occasion. I want to leave it in a wait-and-see mode, but I also know in my heart, yeah, I'm 100% obsessed and focused on the bare-knuckle boxing, VanZant said. I don't feel accomplished, I don't feel done with MMA yet. So being only 26 years old, I know that I have a very long future in combat sports, and I don't necessarily see myself being finished with MMA. My story isn't over yet. I would love to go over and just have an extremely successful amazing run at bare-knuckle boxing, and yeah, I probably do see myself in MMA here in the future. I'm going to give it a few years. Maybe I'll make so much money and be so successful in bare-knuckle boxing that won't ever happen, but right now I do have that door still open. One possibility in terms of crossover appeal is VanZant facing MMA fighters willing to test themselves in BKFC, like she's doing now. Ahead of VanZant's debut, there were rumors swirling that Rachael Ostovich, one of her previous UFC opponents, was potentially in talks to join the BKFC roster. Former BKFC champion Bec Rawlings admitted she would love the chance to face VanZant after previously falling to her in the UFC.